Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. CFL content for the fans, by the fans. And we got the Toronto Argonauts here, which, Grey Cup champions, it still pisses me off. I still don't like it. Don't remind me. Please don't. And so, the defending Grey Cup champions have a really, really weird situation. Really weird. So Andrew Harris is that big fat question mark. Who knows if he's going to be, because I think he said he wants to do at least another season. But even then, I don't think he's your number one running back as AJ Ouellette resigns. And I think if you watch that Grey Cup game, it is very clear that he, I think you run him as your number one. Like Andrew Harris, he's just, he did fine. But it's clear that he's a little bit past his prime at this point. And so I understand why they did what they did with him and, why they haven't necessarily been so eager to go and re-sign him. And it makes sense because they released Brandon Banks. And I remember a lot of people were asking me why. Brandon Banks is great. He's a great player, but he's not the best teammate, as was evident as he was literally fighting his teammates on the sidelines, which it blows my mind they were able to win a Grey Cup with that going on. They must have been able to really resolve that come Grey Cup game, because that was an issue. And obviously it must have been still an issue in some regard as they released him afterwards. If they had fully reconciled, they wouldn't have released him. But they did. So it's clear that there was something still there. Bethel Thompson's your number one quarterback. I still don't know if that's great, because when you brought in Chad Kelly seemed to really carry near the end of that Grey Cup game. So I actually think that, I don't think you have Chad Kelly as your starter, but I think that they're going to give him a bit more of an opportunity. Just, kind of ponder, maybe, we'll see, give him a bit more field time, see how he does with that, see how he manages that, see how he manages the throwing game versus that running game. We only got to see, maybe half a game's worth of that in the Grey Cup. So it'll be interesting to see if we get more of a taste of what Chad Kelly is like as your quarterback. But I'm not sure. So Toronto's in a weird spot. Because they're not bad at all. Obviously not. But I don't see them being really, really bold with their moves. And I guess I can't really blame them. Why? Because a lot of people, a lot of Argus fans are going, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I get that. Oh, I'm a Bomber fan. Trust me, I get that. But I don't know. I see some other teams making some bigger moves. And so I think Toronto would be wise to try to go out and at least get one more big name talent, especially a receiver. If you're losing Brandon Banks, which I still think it's the right move to drop him in favor of someone else. I think you should maybe look to sign yourself a solid receiver and fill that spot. Or maybe trade for one throughout the season. It really depends. I think I can see Toronto being a team that will do a trade possibly throughout the season. Really depending on where they're going, if they're really going to be going back to where they were last year, where they're driving for that Grey Cup, or if it's one of those things where because of the lack of moves and how other teams have maybe grown forward, they may fall behind. I'm not exactly sure. I would like to know what your guys' thoughts are in the comment section down below, where you see the Toronto Argonauts team going. Obviously, they're defending Grey Cup champions, so you cannot count them out at all. And of course you can't. And yeah, so let me know what you guys thought. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you guys haven't already. I can't talk. And yeah, until next time.